Hi, I'm Dr. Marianne Cintron, founder of Step-by-Step Dyslexia Solutions and 501c3 nonprofit organization. If what I share with you today inspires you and you'd like to consider making a donation to keep this information going forward, you can do that at dyslexia-solutions.com/donate. I have a question for you. Is it best to homeschool a dyslexic child? Are you still wondering if homeschooling your dyslexic child is a brilliant idea or the worst idea you ever had? Wonder no more. You're about to find out. Imagine, if you would, for a brief moment, a struggling child learning a new language is reading out loud in the classroom to other children. As if the nervousness wasn't enough, all the snickering of his peers in the background throws him into further anxiety and frustration. You can see the look all over his face. Please, no more of this. Although the teacher may finally move to the next student, but the struggling student, the battle goes on. It spans into the daunting challenge of maintaining his healthy self-image on a regular school day. So this is the reality for many dyslexic children, and for this reason, many parents have sought the possible alternative, such as homeschooling. Homeschooling and other types of at-home learning is fast becoming the norm for many families. As schools are increasingly required to adhere to mandates, less time is devoted to individual needs of the dyslexic students. So this has made many parents turn towards homeschooling as a viable option for teaching their child. However, whether homeschooling a dyslexic child is a temporary solution due to COVID-19 and the stay-at-home lockdown, or a long-term option for educating your child, there are unique challenges and how to begin with obvious advantages. Homeschooling your child during the pandemic is challenging whether your child's dyslexic or not. Having a child that has dyslexia may have you questioning your abilities, and you're feeling frustrated that the schools may have just left you to fend for yourself and fend for your child. So what if you have no experience in homeschooling or teaching? Many of parents will fear homeschooling because they doubt their ability to teach the child to read well. And this makes perfect sense to me. However, the truth is that very few schools provide anything close to the individualized one-on-one instruction and guidance needed by the dyslexic child. In fact, almost no school offers the access to audiobooks paired with printed text, giving the dyslexic child the opportunity to keep up with peers in literature based on learning and vocabulary. So today I want to help you with that. I almost homeschooled my own children 25 years ago, but I opted out when I felt a personal call to be a teacher. So my husband and I made some sacrifices and we put our kids in private school. We were concerned about the liberal curriculum even back then. So I am a strong advocate for homeschooling. Students who are homeschooled develop strong bonds with their parents. You don't have to spend time with the disciplining of other students misbehaving in class. There's flexibility in the curriculum related to field trips and a lot more. So I'll be discussing with you how to begin the homeschooling process, the benefits, and show you support for your dyslexic child. So where do you begin? Before you decide to homeschool your child, there are some very specific points to consider. First of all, you'll be bonding with other parents that have already experienced homeschooling. These parents will give you advice, as well as you'll determine what groups to join virtually and on Facebook. So you want to make some solid connections with other homeschool moms and parents before withdrawing your children from regular school. Secondly, you know your child better than anyone. If you suspect dyslexia, don't hesitate to contact me to help you assess your child for dyslexia, and I'll make some suggestions. If you have a homeschool in a charter school, you can obtain an advocate for a charter school to pay for your child to get 5 days a week for 45 minutes a day. Dyslexia affects learning, and teaching structured literacy with a multisensory reading approach works best. However, you can successfully homeschool your child by customizing the best homeschool curriculum unique for your child. And this can be achieved by tuning into your child's strengths, weaknesses, and personal preferences. How fun is that? You can also be trained in my reading program to work with your dyslexic child, or you can refer a friend to be trained. Parents are encouraged to homeschool their dyslexic children with the aid of interactive videos, personal computers, tablet devices, and other technology that will provide exciting and engaging materials which dyslexic children often thrive, and it keeps them stimulated and eager to learn because they are very gifted and creative kids. When it comes to learning materials, using educational tech tools helps dyslexic children hone their skills and also increases metacognitive awareness. When homeschooling your child, start the same way any good teacher would begin, with an adequate understanding of your child's reading, spelling, writing, and comprehension abilities of new languages. Homeschooling advantages. Homeschooling can be challenging, especially if both parents work, or if the parent has young babies at home or multiple siblings. Many children can work independently once the parents guide them in the right direction, but parents have to put time and effort into helping a child with dyslexia. Because homeschooling is individualized, a child spends less time each day learning when compared into the actual classroom setting. In fact, the average homeschooled child, believe this or not, spends 2 to 3 hours daily on schoolwork. So this allows the students the needed time for freedom to develop their awesome talents and discover their gifts. However, many good things come from all your hard work. Take one step at a time. Don't compare your child's skills with those of your peers. Your child will consistently learn new things, and you'll be exhilarated when you see him or her learn. One absolutely beautiful thing about homeschooling a child with dyslexia is that you can treat the dyslexia as an island of weakness in a sea of strengths. You'll also plan educational excursions with other families, like field trips to the local museum. You may be motivated to homeschool because you're unhappy now with the public school system curriculum, or perhaps your child has been bullied. I learned that a neighbor was given the option to homeschool her children through the public school system. She just needed to commit for a year. Homeschooling a child is not easy, and you may feel like you're not smart enough to teach your child. But remember what I've said before, every home is a classroom and every parent is a teacher. Homeschooling has many more positive results than negative. Many churches and Christian schools have homeschool groups, so be sure you check the links to find out where some of those are and get connected right away. Homeschooling a dyslexic child can be very rewarding for both the parent and the child. It's essential that you move in the right direction with the best resources and the best curriculum that suits your child. Whether or not your choice to homeschool is temporary or long-term, reaching out for help from experts, other moms practicing homeschooling, staying updated on research, curriculum, and learning strategies will all contribute positively in giving your child the best possible experience. As a mom who is a teacher and also teaches other kids, I really enjoyed spending time with my own children. And you will too, and your bonds will last a lifetime. Just get the support you need for your dyslexic child. If you can't teach them, many parents bring in extra help. Don't beat yourself up. There is help for you, and I'm here to help you. So if what I've shared has touched you and inspired you, please look at our website, dyslexia-solutions.com. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.